Green flag racing. 2 more to go on the day, JR.
Nice clean start so far, but that ends quickly. Is that Schleimon?
And Rico, the only mistake we've seen him make all day. Just lost that thing, couldn't save it. Now has his work cut out for him.
Not sure if he got a little bit of help in getting turned around. Looks like he might have had a little bit of assistance in getting it sideways there, or he just might have cooked it in just a little too fast.
Okay, I'll do transponders.
So the pole sitter, Rico Schleimon, is really going to have to get on and pedal pretty fast here to catch up to the rest of the pack. Early here, as we're only just about to complete lap number 1. So that puts Brendan Kramer in the lead, followed by Jordan Turner, Mia Butts in your top 3.
That changes everything now. Like we had said, Rico had been running up front all day long. That 052 cart still has 17 laps to try to catch him.
Well, you know, Schleimon definitely has the talent to get himself to the front, so this poses a real challenge for him as he's got the time to make things up here.
As we near the end of the race day, race officials want me to remind you guys, make sure you get those transponders turned in. As you exit the track and hit the scales tech area, make sure those transponders get turned in. And no fuel, oil, tires, any of that material to be left here at the track.
So Kramer with a fairly comfortable lead at this point, but we're still pretty early on with 16 to go. Once again, the archive of this race will be on livestream.com. I should say the archive of our live action will be archived on Livestream.
Kramer looking good out front, the 24 machine. Another one of our sponsors rocking the frame. Freeman, Anthony Siragusa helping out in the Honda Kid Kart class for LAKC.
Rico Schleimon goes purple last time by at 51.499, so he is picking up the pace. He's now caught up with the rest of the pack. He still has a ways to go, but there's 15 laps to try to make things happen here.
He's thinking, I saw Musgrave do it, just do what he did.
Absolutely. It can be done. Oh, we got a little bit of a couple of carts coming together. It looks like Rico Schleimon was one of them as they came out of Long Beach.
Yeah, and once might have worked, but twice is going to hurt him. I don't know if there's enough time left. And unfortunately, the 052 is farther back now.
Yep. So whatever work he previously did to that point, unfortunately, goes away.
Shows you how quickly things can be going your way in this sport, and suddenly you could be at the opposite end of the leaderboard.
Definitely take some patience, as we saw in the F1 race today. We're not going to give it away who won it.
Just another perfectly timed teaser by Kart Racer TV. But seriously, you don't want to miss the F1 race.
No,
folks.
you don't. For those of you who DVR'd the F1 race, yeah, we're not saying a word. We're seeing people say, "Don't." We're not. We promise. But we implore you, don't miss it if you DVR'd it, because it's really good.
Crowshow's coming up next and has popped in front of the announcing window, making some serious threats against us if we continue to talk.
We've learned our lesson not to spring those items out there, whether it be the winner of the NASCAR race, winner of F1, winner of NHR, whoever. We just don't say those results. But we got to tell you, it is a really interesting race to watch, so don't miss it when you get home. Mia Butts goes purple. Schleimon goes purple at 51.214.
Lead looks to be shrinking a little bit.
Yeah.
As another one of the top contenders in this class throughout the day, Mia Butts,
wow,
is lurking right there in the number 2 spot. Jordan Turner runs in third. Abdallahi in the number 4 spot in cart number 84. Then Pierce Sullivan, the 80.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to make things happen here for Mia Butts with 11 to go.
Rico shown in the number 7 spot after the tough luck into turn 1 there. One more to go on the day. Rotax Masters. Not Rotax, though. It's the Tag Masters.
Just can't get Rotex out of the brain,
Must be the
can
last
ya?
race. Keep seeing Croshow down there, and he runs just about everything.
Yeah,
so.
that's what it was. Look at Butts.
Brendan Kramer, the 24, 54 Mia Butts as they come flying into corner curve, and
Yeah.
it's close now. The 24 is reeled in the leader.
So great show between Butts and Kramer. Butts now leading the action. 9 laps to go. Plenty of time to make things happen as they come through the carousel.
And remember, on the future race dates right here, Tri-C putting it on, another Southern California local kart club going to put on the big Cal State California Championships. Always a fun race. 3 days of great racing out here. The In-N-Out Burger Truck on Friday. And Kart Racer TV and the announcing's got a few tricks up our sleeve for that one.
Yeah, in fact, we're going to have 3 consecutive weekends of race coverage, starting with LAKC on June the 12th. The weekend after that will be the Tri-C California State Championships, and then the Sport Kart Grand Nationals here from Cal Speed Karting.
Well, you're going to be busy on the mic and on the cameras
tell you
for
what,
3 weekends straight.
Already told the wife, you're not going to see me in June.
I'll help you out best I can on that one.
And I got to hand it to her. She's very gracious in allowing me to do that because June is our anniversary month. So I got to, oh man, that, you know how it cost me an extra bit of jewelry or flowers, that's for sure.
And Butts doing the great job and gets by that last time around. Kramer had been running up front after taking advantage of the mishap there by Rico Schleimon at the start. And Mia Butts out front looking good in the 54 cart.
Schleimon still pedaling faster, going purple at 51.020. Seven laps to go.
Yeah, all the great classes offered at the 48th Annual Cal State Karting Championships. Junior 1 Comer, Tag Micro, Tag Mini, Tag Junior, Tag Senior, $1,000 cash to the winner. Tag Masters, Briggs & Stratton World Formula, LO206 Senior, KPV4 Senior, $1,000 cash going to the winner, along with stock Honda shifters. Practice day Friday. Qualifying heat races Saturday. We hit the Saturday night slowdown, ice cream and video games, and Sunday pre-mains and main events. And like we said, Kart Racer TV and yours truly, Chappie, calling the action. June 17th through 19th.
Great time to come out and watch that live in person as well. It's great that that tradition continues for the 47th running of that event. Still a tight battle here between Butts and Kramer. 5 to go. Second to the last main event of the afternoon. Bringing you all the action here on Kart Racer TV. Our great thanks to Mark Gutierrez up top, bringing us all the action as usual. Four laps remaining. Still continues to be Butts and Kramer battling for that first and second spot. As your leaders now head into carousel. Looking for 3 to go this next time by. Tag Masters, you should be in the staging lanes. Tag Master, you should be in staging.
Attention in the pits. If you accidentally borrowed a bicycle that doesn't belong to you, please return it to Darren Elliott. Silver bike with the Darren Elliott stickers on it. If you can, please return Darren Elliott's bike in the pit area to him. Silver bike with the Darren Elliott stickers on the side.
3 laps to go now as the battle continues to rage between Butts and Kramer. They've stuck nose to tail over the past 10 laps here, so that's allowed them to kind of break off from the rest of the race pack.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you.
Two to go.
Well, it's going to wind up being another exciting finish. That's the 54-24 Kramer. And the gap back to the 32 Turner.
Had some nice close racing this afternoon, so it's been great to bring you all this racing action via Kart Racer TV. As your leaders head into carousel. Coming around Horseshoe, headed into Long Beach. Your leaders now going to see the white flag. Kramer trying to close that gap, but nothing going so far. Coming around Silk, and Butts extends the lead. So now, coming through the horseshoe for the final time, through the short chute into Long Beach. Looks like Butts has this one in control.
Has a little distance between second place, not enough run on that straightaway, and Butts gets it done. There's going to be one happy driver right there.
Looking good.
Outside front row hole shots have been rare today.
Oh, a little bit of bumping so far.
Yeah, forcing the issue. Crow Show gets right to the front.
Whoa, still some bumping through Corner Curva.
Yeah, Irvin was all over Jackson right there, so Jackson not getting any respect on lap number 1.
Look at Nick DeGraff jumping into that second spot. Oh, we got a pileup down the hill.
Looks like we'll get all of them back on track, but the damage is done, and that'll leave it up to about 5 drivers up front to determine this one early. 18 laps. There's a gap back to about 6 more on lap number 1 as the Crow Show is going to try to open up now.
Yeah, look at Crow already with a very significant lead as they head down towards Long Beach just in the first lap.
Action Jackson had to fight just to hang on to third after being on the outside of row number 1.
Yeah, he got bumped and banged around there as they came in through Corner Curva. Still plenty of time to make things happen, though.
Jackson switching over to the black and yellow machine as we got more of our downed karts getting safely carried out of the racing line. Tough break for these drivers early on in that mishap heading down the hill on lap 1. Right after they dropped the green.
As you mentioned, Chappie, Jackson jumping over to the Manning karting camp for the 2016 season. And Jackson taking the second position away as they come out of carousel. Oh, excuse me, out of the horseshoe. Early on in this race, John Crow, your leader. John Crow already going purple at 51.441. But Jackson pedaling fast here.
Jackson fighting in the number 2 spot. Not going to let Crow get away if he could help it.
Jackson, a past class champion with the Los Angeles Karting Championship.
Crow, of course, behind Crow Enterprises. Major player in the safety-related area of off-road racing and beyond.
Plenty of time. They'll see 15 to go this time by start-finish. Jackson, another one of those students from the great Jerry Henderson. Nice tight battle for the third spot. Eric Jackson going purple this last time by, 51.150. So he's definitely pushing that gas to try to make up that deficit there with John Crow. He's about a second back from Crow at this point.
He keeps it close. We got an interesting finish as it's still early in our final race of the weekend.
Yeah, we'd like to see some of these adult classes contend for a main of the month here. The juniors have really done their job.
Well, a pretty good finish after having the earlier technical troubles, and we'll have everything worked out for our next races.
Yep, a few gremlins in the mix there got us off course just a bit.
Jackson is keeping this closer, seem to be making up a little bit of time, although Crow once again quickest.
Yeah, 51.057 this last lap. Diego DeLosi, oh, we got a kart going backwards coming into Corner Curva. Actually, we got 3 karts.
Alvaro Parra having the trouble there in the Corner Curva and just going to bring it back in. So another one retiring early from this these Tag Masters.
You just can't get Rotax off the brain, does it?
JR.
Oh, man.
Irving has a seat over on the blue blocks right in front of the EMT. Travis is okay.
Yeah, you know, that gap is now shrinking because Jackson goes purple last time by, Chappie. He goes 50.904.
Yeah, he answers right back, and Jackson going to keep this one interesting with John Crow your leader.
This is going to get fun. There's 13 laps remaining here.
Crow looking to pull off another triple trifecta victory, being the #1 qualifier, taking the heat race. And trying his best here out on the front end with Jackson chasing.
Yeah, look at Jackson really beginning to close that gap now as they come around Long Beach, headed towards start finish, where they will see 12 to go. Yep, gap is closing. Another couple of tenths. It's about a half-second gap between first and second.
So 2 veteran drivers, both Team USA drivers.
Jackson going purple again, 58.64.
Representing with the familiar black and yellow of MMK. Mike Manning Carty.
Got to believe that Jackson has Jerry Henderson in the back of the mind here, being another one of those students and proteges of the legend, the professor as we call him. Yeah, look at that gap shrinking even more here.
And Jackson has caught him, and he's still got plenty of time.
Wow.
So has time to pick his moment if he wants to make a move here.
Jackson went purple one more time, 56.26.
And he is definitely caught up to the 31-year leader of the Crow Show, John Crow. And Action Jackson going to put on a show for you here.
And with that, they have put themselves really in a significant lead over the rest of the race pack. 11 laps to go. Look at Jackson. Still putting on the heat as they headed into Long Beach. Looking to the inside. He's got it. They go side by side. And Jackson's your leader.
Yeah, nice move by Action. And he had plenty of action right there. A perfectly executed pass. We'll see if the Crow Show has an answer for him.
Now he's got 10 laps to defend that lead, but you got to believe that John Crow is going to put the heat back on Jackson here. So we still have some really good racing going on in our final main event of the afternoon. John Crow now beginning to put the pressure on Jackson as they come around the horseshoe. Through Long Beach. Cross flags halfway home. Jackson around corner curve with Crow right there. It's Diego DeLosi, Nick DeGraff, and Derek Burris within that top 5 as well, but it's still really a 2-kart race for your lead position. As Jackson leads them through the horseshoe.
Couple of talented drivers out here in the Southern California scene, and much more out here with Jackson leading the Crow Show.
2 really stout veterans leading us back.
And once again, as they continue to battle for it right here in front of the stands at Corner Curva, remember, we'd appreciate it if you, when you leave the pit area today, pick up your trash best you can, your surrounding pit area. No fuel, oil, or tires, please, are to be left here at the racetrack. And make sure when you come off the track, you have turned in your transponders at the tech and scale area. Looks like we're going to end the day with another great finish for the May race, Los Angeles Karting Championship. Kart Racer TV and Chappie hanging out with you at the track here for the May race. Cal Speed, the home track of LAKC.
Nice way to cap off a race day here with a very tight battle between Eric Action Jackson and the Crow Show John Crow. 7 laps to go. Boy, Crow was right there. Oh, man, I thought they were going to hit.
That was as close as you can get without making contact. And they're at a high-speed part of the track right there as they exit corner curve. It was low. It was Crow down on the low side, and Jackson got stuck up on the high side but had enough momentum. Just putting that back bumper in front of the front bumper of Crow.
Great driving by these vets. As they come around to Horseshoe. Still plenty of time. They'll see 6 to go next time by start finish. Crow once again taking a little bit of a lower line around corner curve as they head down the hill, now headed towards the hairpin. Jackson very smoothly taking his lines as they head down into Carousel. Time beginning to wind down now. Crow once again checking the inside. It's like Crow's beginning to kind of size them up here, Chappie, as they'll see 5 laps to go.
Yeah, not only 2 experienced drivers, very smart. Almost trying to wonder what each one of them will do.
It's like a really fine chess match going on between these 2 drivers as they head around the hairpin.
Feeling each other out. Crow got out on the early advantage, has been out front all afternoon long. MMK and Jackson went back there, made the necessary adjustments, and he is driving that thing to keep it out in front of the 31.
Jackson with a slight gap as they head down in Long Beach. Crow really closes that gap pretty quickly as we now have 4 to go. Boy, Crow's just not letting up at all. Jackson went purple again last time by 50.597.
Both karts dialed in, running extremely quick lap times. Able to pull away from the other one. They're running 1-2. It's just like you said, when does Crow make his move?
Yeah, I think he's been really sizing up Jackson over the last 5 laps here. As now they will see 3 to go.
If he makes that move too early, he gives Jackson too much time to strike back.
You know what? There may be some slower traffic ahead of these guys that could be a difference maker.
Yeah, they might be catching those guys up ahead as you see them just going through the hairpin.
Yeah, that could be coming into play here real quick. Headed into Contino Carousel with Jackson still your leader. There's going to be 3 slower karts ahead of your lead pack here. They might not catch that pack. We'll see what happens. Jackson really making it wide now for Crow. 2 to go. Getting down to crunch time. Look at that move. And they cross over.
Well, that was even closer.
Wow.
Crow came back around behind the back bumper.
You got to believe Crow's going to try that one more time here.
Trading punches out there like a couple of heavyweights in a 15-rounder.
Amazing.
Winner take all. This is for top of the podium in the May race bragging rights.
They did not touch it all to their credit. And you know what? That slower pack of karts in front of them could be an issue as they will see 1 to go.
And they're definitely going to catch them.
Starter giving them the blue and yellow stripes.
So they know they're there. The white flag comes out right after that. This is the final lap of the day, and it should be a good one.
Let's see what Crow does this time. Oh, man, that pack might be an issue for Jackson. One slows down. Jackson gets by one. Crow's right there. Jackson gets by the other two.
Great job by those three drivers in the back of the pack not to have a say-so on who's going to win this one.
Oh, Jackson spins.
Oh, and a tough break.
Oh, we got another Kart over. Wow.
Wow, and he's down. He is down. That was a bad flip down there at the south end of the track underneath.
That'll give
stacks there, Contino Carousel. Yeah, that was a bad one.
Yeah, that'll give Crow the win, but we're concerned for our racer down at Carousel. So John Crow comes up with the win with a little bit of contact. Don't know who hit whom. So Crow is your winner, according to what we see here on the computer.
Unofficially shown as the winner, and an exciting finish there. And now we're just hoping everybody's okay.
Yeah.
We had thought they had gotten past the three slower karts, and it's down at the south end of the track where it's just hard to see with the barriers as to what exactly happened. And they'll have the EMT come on out and make sure our driver's okay. As we line up the shifters, this will be our first main for the May race. Kaufman into turn one, the advantage. And the Bakersfield bullet, Tyler Kaufman, goes right to the front. Into that Long Beach right-hand corner, a pass for position. Nicely done there. .46 Slava Prigodko. Once he gets by Kaufman, slingshots right out to the front, and Kaufman falls back to third as Tandon in the 17 C Vivek Tandon goes up into the number 2 spot on the racetrack. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors once again. We could not do it without you as we just go green on an 18-lap shifter main. Looks like 6 up in that lead group. Big thanks going out to Baldozer Racing as well as CRG SoCal, MRC, Nash Motorsports, PKS, Kimball Williams Racing, Phil Giebler Racing, Iami USA West, 2 Wild Karting, MMK, P1, Sander Racing, Fleming Racing Engines, Empire Karts, Freem, S Squared Karting, Hyper Engines, iKart West, RLV, as well as Mac Motorsports and Ryan Perry Motorsport. Our class sponsors for 2016. Prigodko out on the lead and gets no respect there as they're side-by-side. Vivek Tandon battles back, and Slava forces the issue and goes right back to the front. They were side-by-side into Corna Curva. .18 laps on the main event with Micro Swift coming up next. Micro Swift to the starting grid. Trouble for one of our karts, making his way back over to the tech area and retires early. Hate to see that in an 18-lap main event. Tough break there. And we'll get some help from kart retrieval. A great race day so far. Los Angeles Karting Championship, first main event of the afternoon. And the shifters getting it started. And one more retiring early. Looked like the 72 going to bring it in. Believe it was Mantini. As Slava continues to lead over the 17C, Vivek Tandon. And Axton running fifth in that new iKart. Micro Swift up next, followed by PRD Senior Pilot. PRD Senior and PRD Masters running together. So Kaufman got out on the lead early, and it didn't take long for Slava to get by. Made the pass in that Long Beach corner. And that 46 kart dialed in for the main event as he's pulling away from second place Tandon. Kaufman settles back into the number 3 spot. And a good surprise there by the 219. A Jesse Romer runs in front of Willie Axton. And the 172 at Troy Butts. Good way to get it started in our first main of the afternoon. Sure to be some exciting racing the rest of the day. Having some technical issues, and they're working hard to try to resolve them as far as the live feed goes with Kart Racer TV. Up on the grid, Micro Swift drivers getting ready for their main event. Micro Swift. Time running out if they're going to catch Slava. Although Tandon keeping him in his sights in the 17C. Field is spread out. Action gets by the 219 of Romer. Action in the new Kart. $18 laps for the first main of the day, and the shifters getting it started, followed by Micro Swift. It's all Slava Prihodko, the 46 machine. Slava quick in qualifying as well as a good heat race. And is way out front in the 46. Tandon having some trouble, gets hung up on some slower lap traffic. That slowed him down a little bit. So 36 of Kinberg. Open 125s, S4 Supermaster and 175cc Super Shifter. With time running out, it's our first main event of the day. And they got 2 laps to go. Everything going right for the leader, Slava Prihodko. Tandon doing everything he can to try to reel him in. to no avail. He hangs on to a solid second, with Axton trying to keep it close, and he's trying to get up and catch up to Kaufman, and he's got 2 laps to do it and get another position. White flag comes out for the leader, Slava Prihodko. Checkered flag and the right hand fist pump high in the sky for our first winner of the day, Slava Prihodko. And he's pretty pumped up, excited for a well-deserved victory.